All right, good morning, everyone. We will call the meeting of the Committee on Public Safety, Judiciary, and Homeland Security to order at 11:02 a.m. Actually, are the tablets working today? Or are we good? We're good to go? You can go ahead and take attendance on the tablets.
Commissioner Wilson, Commissioner Peterson Mayberry, Commissioner Clemente,
Here.
Commissioner Dodd,
Here.
Chair Garza.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item, please.
B, Chair's remarks.
I don't have any today. Next item.
C, approval of the November 25th, 2025 meeting minutes.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Dobbs, supported by Commissioner Wilson. Please vote on your tablets. Thought it was touch screen. Okay.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item 1, under unfinished business, requesting commission approval of an intergovernmental agreement with Schoolcraft College to provide police recruit academy training through the Wayne County Regional Police Training Academy for up to 19 Wayne County Sheriff Office recruits over 2 sessions.
All right, we'll have a couple members of the Sheriff's Department come on up.
Good morning, Commissioners. Anita Terry, Chief of Administration for Wayne County Sheriff's Office.
Good morning, Robert Dunlap, Chief of the Sheriff's Office, Jails and Courts.
Good morning.
So we come before you seeking approval for Schoolcraft College Police Academy contract. Pull this back up. Sorry. And it is from July 18th, 2025 through September 30th of 2026. It is a retro contract, and that is based on when we get our the quotes from the schools. Normally don't receive them till the school year, so it starts in July 1st, so they'll know what the new tuition rates are at that time. So it was for 7 recruits last semester, and the current semester that's coming up in January will be for 12 recruits.
All right. So this covers the January as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Anticipated graduation will be in, when is graduation? The winter semester. No, January, May start. I think it's in May.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Got it. And one of the things on this item, just for everyone's purposes, last time we passed this for the day due to some concerns from the union on a couple of the members of one of the past recruits, and we chatted about this. This is covering an already passed class for payment, and then the one that's starting just up in the new year. So we talked about some of the issues that they had, and wanted to just let folks know that I did talk to Chief Dunlap about this, and they're looking to make sure that to clear up any issues for the future, and of course look at options for the future for these classes as well. So I'm not sure if you wanted to say anything on that, Chief, at all, but
Commissioner, I think you said it all. Certainly, we are aware of the allegation word of mouth. There's never ever been a written report of anything improper, and certainly I've even had conversation with the deputy junior myself to let them know, obviously, we will not tolerate any of our folks being treated improperly. And, we, as Commissioner Garza indicated, certainly ultimately would like to run our own academy, but we're just not there yet. And we are doing our very best to increase the number of licensed police officers within the agency. In fact, Chief Terry will be coming back again soon, because it is our goal to put 20 in this next class, because ultimately we want to get rid of the folks from, what is it, Allied, that's doing the work in the court. And so I think we're making pretty good progress, and Schoolcraft has been supportive.
Excellent. Thank you. Any questions, comments from commissioners? Yeah, Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair Garza. Just a quick comment. As a member of the UAW and as a Wayne County Commissioner, invariably we take these issues very, very seriously. And I was very satisfied in speaking with Chair Garza last week and some other folks that have assured us that these matters will be addressed. So I want to thank you, Chief Dunlop, for your engagement, and I'm sure that we'll get the issues resolved. So thank you.
And thank you all for your concern. And I can tell you certainly, on behalf of Sheriff Washington and all the leadership there, and, just this Nubian sun-kissed individual here, certainly those allegations are not acceptable.
Yeah.
Nubian.
All right. Commissioner Peterson Mayberry.
Thank you. And I appreciate as well. I know I sent questions through and we were trying to, and so thank you, Chair Garza, for that as well. And it's good to hear that we're looking to do our own so that this is something that's in-house. So we have a bit more control of the information being shared, making sure that they are prepared when they get ready to hit the streets and the graduation. Please send us the information for that. Lastly, does Wayne County Community College not offer this? I know there's like a huge partnership with Wayne County Community College and law enforcement and even just like as a county, but do they not offer this type of program?
I don't believe they run their own Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Licensed Police Academy yet.
Okay.
And I do know that there has been a lot of conversation with Wayne County Community College District, but at this time, to my knowledge, they do not run a police academy, licensed police academy.
And then last question through the chair is around, I know there were candidates who were dismissed from the program, so to speak. So we could talk offline. I'm just curious to know about those who are dismissed, just making sure things are fair, decent, and in order about dismissal. I know that there's limited involvement from when a person is dismissed from our space. I want to make sure that we are making sure that these individuals are properly dismissed if that's the case, and not dismissed for any other reason. And I'm glad to hear that we've spoken to the unions because they also had concerns. So thank you.
Yeah, through the chair, certainly when someone is dismissed, we look at it very closely ourselves. The last two individuals, we didn't treat that any different. In fact, I had some conversation with the Deputy Sheriff's Union. And I said, one of the benefits that our deputies have that I didn't have when I first joined the Detroit Police Department, I went straight into a police academy. And I was not what you call a individual who had seniority rights with regards to the union. I was still probationary. Most of our people that go are not probationary. And whether or not they're probationary, it is a part of their contract that management has to give them the ability to have union representation if they're going to be interviewed about something that could lead to discipline. So I said to the Deputy Sheriff's Union, have a conversation with your people like you do. And if they get to a point where in the academy they feel like the discussion is a subject of discipline, they can say to those instructors, hey, I need my union representation. And so they were offered that, and I'll let them speak for themselves, but I know at least one of the individuals, they said they were okay. Yeah.
And the last thing I'll ask through the chair is, so you think the program in its current state, I know we're trying to just get through this portion of it, but so that we don't find ourselves in this space next year, are we doing anything different so that we're not in the same space next year this time?
Well, again, through the chair, Commissioner, all of it is just really allegations that no one has written any written report, and if you go by everything they say about Chief Dunlap, you're like, wait a minute, I know that guy, right? Right. So, and then I mean that very, very sincerely. To my knowledge, there has never been a written report from any officer, and these are not the first officers that have been dismissed. This is not new. In the past, there has been people dismissed because certainly they didn't follow the rules and regulations and didn't meet the requirements. And so I don't think that this is any special situation or special circumstance. Certainly, I do plan to have a meeting there is a new training coordinator out there, but even prior to this individual, there has been staff dismissed before. But we're going to make it very clear our expectation that Wayne County Sheriff's deputies will be treated just as good as anybody else attending that academy. And again, they have been very, very cooperative to the tune that even though we're contracted for 12, through the undersheriff reached out to them and said, hey, we want to send at least 20 in January. And they agreed to it. And I'm hoping that I can send 22 because I believe I have 22 in a hopper. And I really need about 60 officers to be licensed by the end of this year so that we can say, yep, we can safely get rid of that allied contract in the spirit of union cooperation, right, Commissioner?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And that was more of my point on the latter that
Oh,
you
okay.
said, not the dismissal part.
Oh, great.
More on the latter.
On
what
the
you said.
union piece.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's why we're very, very, pushing aggressively. And Schoolcraft is working with us. And again, it's going to be tough to get 60 by the end of the year. I'm hoping and praying that the 22 that have completed the written portion and the agility portion. I just met with Chief Terry yesterday. Her staff is getting those folks set up today and tomorrow for their physicals. And if they pass their physicals, we're going to go back and say, can we put 22 in that class and maybe 25 in the July class? And if we're able to do that, along with some other recruiting that we're doing, our goal is by September to be in a space where we don't need allied to supplement us anywhere. Our goal, all right? Thank you.
Yes. And then the final, I promise this is the final.
Go ahead.
As it relates to the fees, so I know we don't have control over that, but I saw that there was an increase in fees. Do we expect an increase in fees going forward? Because I know colleges do it all the time, but I saw some, increases that the school just made.
Yes, I reached out to the associate dean and I was advised that because of quite naturally with the increase in operating, especially with their vehicles, because it went from $100 a day to $150 a day.
Yes.
So I inquired as to why the
Yeah.
substantial increase and will we continue to experience that?
Right.
So hopefully for the next semester to stay stagnant at that amount because it had been at $100 for quite some time. Then it increased to $150.
Okay. Thank you.
And, if I may, could be related to tariffs.
Tariffs. Yeah. Thank you, Nubian.
Princess.
Yeah, the Nubian princess queen. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Clemente.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So we're just doing winter semester and fall semester this upcoming year. There's no summer semester that would be able to put people. I'm looking at the September timeline and trying to figure out
Well, fall is actually summer because it starts in
Okay.
July, but they call it their fall semester. It starts in July and they graduate in November.
Yeah. So if I may too, it's a 6-month academy. And that's why we try to get 2 classes a year.
Okay, so if we start in January, graduate in May, so there's
July.
nothing between, there's nothing
July.
like accelerated May you have to be 6 months in.
Well, the curriculum is established by the Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Standards.
Okay.
And so I don't know if they allow police academies to do an accelerated or shortened version, but if they start in January, it's a 6-month program and they should finish in July. And in July, we start another class that will finish by the end of the year, January of next year.
So doing my math, if we put 22 possibly in this one, then we need whatever the number is to get to 60. What is that, 47? Yeah.
Yes.
And will they take that many or?
Not in
So,
one
yeah,
semester.
probably not 47, they would we say you need to run your own academy. And ultimately, that is our goal to, and we're a long ways from that. Things have been really picking up in the sheriff's office with regards to recruiting. We got a presentation from our new chief of staff, Tolbert, and his team yesterday that, we're plus 170 officers in terms of hiring this year as compared to the previous years where we were maybe 50 or 30. So we're making progress, but certainly I think that's a big ask to say, can we put 47 in one class? I think it was even a stretch for them to allow us 38, even 38. Well, I'm glad you said 38.
It's not there.
Yeah. So it was a stretch for them to allow us to do the 20, which again, they don't know yet unless they're listening to this or watching this Zoom. But if we get 22 pass, we're gonna go back there and see if we can encourage them to.
Well, I appreciate all the efforts that have been going on in the recruiting because we know that we need to supply our jail and then we also need to, work with our courts. So really appreciate everything that's going on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, any other comments or questions from commissioners on this item? I just want to thank Vanita and Chief Dunlap for discussing this and allowing us to really work on this issue since the last committee. So thank you both very much.
Thank you.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Dobbs, supported by Commissioner Clementi. Please vote on your tablets.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Moving to item 1 under new business, requesting commission approval of an addendum to a 4-year cooperative agreement with 2 2-year options to renew with Axon Enterprise to purchase 400 conducted energy weapons, also known as tasers, for the sheriff's office.
All right, Ms. Terry.
Yes, so we come before you requesting approval to purchase 400 tasers with Axon. This is a cooperative agreement. The cost is $2,350,297. This will include, as I said, 400 tasers, docking station, instructional training, battery packs, the taser cartridges, holsters, and all the licenses. So it will be for 4 years with 2 2-year options to renew. And that allows us to continue to keep our tasers with the newest, latest, and greatest equipment because they trade them out like a lease for a vehicle. You get to get new equipment.
Through the chair, as Chief Terry was indicating, our tasers are at end of life, and we're probably the only agency in the state of Michigan that's still carrying tasers that's at end of life. And certainly, I'm sure the commission agree that we should be leading the state in terms of supplying our officers with the equipment that's going to help make them safe and hopefully reduce liability with regards to injury. And so this contract here will allow us to update our equipment, and as indicated, if there is any repairs needed during this time frame, all of that is included in the cost, to my understanding, as well as the cloud storage that will be required for this technology.
Okay, Commissioner Peterson Mayberry.
Thank you. Through the chair, is this who we've purchased from before? And I'm asking because on this repurchase for updated, is there a discounted rate that we're purchasing from them again or upgrading our current inventory?
So if I may, Taser is Axon Taser is standalone. There's no other in the industry.
The market.
And even still, it is my understanding that it is I hate to use the word discount, but the rate does take into consideration the number that we're buying, as well as the length of the contract. And so it's I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I think so. One, they've monopolized the market, so we have to use them. And then 2, because of the quantity that we're buying, our rate is not what someone else would have, another department would have if they were to buy 10.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Commissioner Dobb.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Does every correctional officer carry a taser?
No, right now at this time, all of our officers in the road, and the courts, as long as they're trained and certified, they're allowed to carry the weapon. Uh, Most of our supervisors in the jail, including me, by the way, are trained and certified to carry a taser. But it is our goal to train and certify other officers who are what we call uh, housing unit utility officers. They're support officers that uh, will roll between two housing units, supporting the officers on those units if there is a problem, as well as our cell extraction response team.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other questions? Commissioner Wilson?
Thank you. Thank you, Chair Gaza. Just a quick inquiry. The statement, when you speak to approval of an addendum to a 4-year cooperative agreement with two-year options to renew with Wayne, Charter County of Wayne and Axon Enterprise. So kind of help me speak to the 4-year cooperative agreement with two-year options. If we're purchasing this, what is that? I mean, if we're already going to buy the 400 tasers, what does it speak to?
So we purchased the tasers. Within this 4-year time frame, that includes any repairs, that includes our instructional, any equipment defects or what have you. However, it was 6 years. At 6 years, they trade out and give you new tasers. So
Okay.
we wanted to have that time frame there, and we wanted to lock in our pricing. And that's why we did 4 years with two years to renew. So we'll have new tasers in 6 years.
Okay, that's interesting. So just the current tasers that we have, how long have we been?
Oh, those are- I don't even know who.
Yeah, so I can say,
But that's a smart result.
yeah, I've
All
been
right.
here going on 15 years, and
15
they were
years.
here before I got here.
Okay.
Our equipment is very outdated.
Okay.
Now we're going with the state of our equipment.
Yeah.
And so we could be in compliance and cut
Okay.
down on any injuries that the officers might
Okay.
have not having the tasers.
Well, I appreciate that. With these brand new tasers, I tell you, I'm not going to be getting in trouble. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Commissioner Peterson Mayberry.
One last question on this, the training piece. So I know that there's training and the office will decide who goes to training. Are these also the individuals that will become trainers to do trainer going forward?
Not everyone will be a trainer, but we do have a trainer course.
Okay, great.
And so, like, I was trained, but certainly I'm not trying to be a trainer, don't have time. But we do have several trainers
Okay,
that have been put through trainer course.
okay, awesome. Thank you.
And I
Right.
believe our vendor, potential vendors on the line at Sign Enterprises in case if there's any additional questions about the equipment, their product itself.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
A demonstration.
Thank you.
No demonstrations needed.
Any other questions from commissioners? All right. We have a motion by Commissioner Clemente, supported by Commissioner Wilson. Please vote on your tablets.
Motion carried.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you both very much.
Thank you all. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right. Next item, please.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of a 12-month grant agreement with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services for the fiscal year 2026 Stop Violence Grant.
All right. Welcome, Tony.
Good morning, members of the committee and Mr. Chair. I'm Tony Guerrero, Chief of Legislation, Grants and Community Relations for Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy. What you have before you is a stop of what we normally call the STOP grant. This has been one that we've had year after year, and unfortunately, they seem to go down in terms of the amount of money. This particular one is $397,087. It includes $297,815 from the state and a 25% county match of $99,272. I'll speak to that in one second, but this is primarily to fund 3 full-time assistant prosecutors to work solely on domestic violence cases and related personal protection order violations. The term of the agreements from October 1 of 2025 through September 30th of 2026. The fiscal staff is to be commended because they're always asking the right questions. The $99,272 that is a match from the county will be paid by chargebacks. We would ask you to approve this.
Excellent.
Thank you. I'll answer any questions you may have.
So Tony, the chargebacks, that's kind of like in kind. So that would that count as like staff time, things of that nature?
Things of that nature.
Okay, excellent. All right, any questions from commissioners? Commissioner Peterson Mayberry?
Just one question. Thanks, Tony. So this is only for the employees will only be covered for the 1 year. So do we
Right.
then look for another grant if there's a need to continue beyond the time frame? I know you guys are always looking for grants. I know, and I appreciate the match and all the things, right?
No, Prosecutor Worthy is chasing grants
Oh, I
down all
know,
the
I
time.
know she is.
But this one in particular is one that is very, very important.
Mhm.
So we obviously are looking to supplement
Mhm.
this grant in the same fashion.
Okay,
I
thank
can't
you.
guarantee it, but I
Yeah.
can tell you that Kim has
Yes,
one director of grants working on these things every day, both here and in Lansing.
yeah, they're extremely in high demand. So thank you. I look forward to getting some data as it relates to how these we know how important this program is. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Anything you
Yeah.
need to know, just let me know and I'll get it for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any additional questions from commissioners on this item? All right. We have a motion by Commissioner Dobbs, supported by Commissioner Wilson, for approval. Please vote on your tablets.
Motion carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Next item, please.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of the reappointment of Janella Jameson Robinson to serve as member of the Community Corrections Advisory Board.
Together.
And item 4, requesting commission approval of the appointments of Dr. Keisha Allen and Eli Day to serve as members of the Community Corrections Advisory Board.
All right, Mr. Thomas.
Good morning, Lester Thomas, Administrator for Adult Community Corrections, to the chair to this committee. I am here to ask that you reapprove, reappoint Janella Robinson to our Community Correction Advisory Board. I can say that she is a regional manager for the Michigan Department of Corrections, and she has been a jewel on the Community Correction Advisory Board. She doesn't take it for granted. She's always inviting me to, I actually just was invited to a program so that other people can understand that we do have adult community corrections program and the programs that they offer. So I would ask that you reappoint her, as well as we actually have 3 vacancies. So I'm requesting that 2 of them be filled today by Dr. Keisha Allen and Mr. Eli Day. They both are in the in the office, in the room. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, in the room if you have any additional questions. But Dr. Allen comes with a great credential. She's has her doctorate in executive leadership, and she's specialized in restorative practices. And Mr. Day has, I believe he has his bachelor's in public policy from University of Michigan, and he is, I believe, worked for Senator Hanson Clark, and he currently is a CEO, I believe. So I'm asking also that you approve Dr. Keisha Allen and Mr. Eli Day to the Community Correction Advisory Board. And again, they both are in the room if you have any additional questions from them.
Excellent.
Actually, I was going to ask the chair if you'd invite them to the table, please.
Yeah, can you come up to the table? Yeah, thank you.
Anywhere here?
I am, yeah. All right.
They both are
Yeah.
green. They're good.
They're good. All right. All right.
You
Yeah,
want to introduce?
go ahead, Lester. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. My name's Eli. Born and raised in the city. I'm currently a communication specialist at a statewide organization that works on a number of issue areas in the Upper Peninsula, down here in the Metro Detroit area, over in Kalamazoo. Everything from education to housing to indigenous land rights in the Upper Peninsula. Um, I did work for State Senator and then Congressman Hanson Clark a number of years ago, and then studied public policy and worked for years as a full-time reporter covering everything from inequality, racial, and economic justice, the distribution of goods and resources in society, and spent a good chunk of that time covering the criminal punishment system, how we address crime at the root, and use prevention and instead of reaction in order to address those causes.
Mr. Day will be filling the communication media's position. And before Dr. Allen speaks, she'll be filling the community alternative program representative.
Well, good morning, everybody, especially on this wonderful wintry day. I'm Keisha Allen, and I also serve as the CEO of International Training Institute, where we focus on restorative practices, restorative justice. So we get the opportunity to go across the nation, doing professional developments in the educational system, the justice system, political system, wherever relationships exist. We get the opportunity to do that. But not only do we do the trainings, but we also do a lot of conferencing. So we just came from Montgomery County in DC, dealing with a racial incident with their Sherwood school system there, between the superintendents and the staff and the students. So we don't just do the professional development training, but we actually do the work. We do a lot of work with Wayne Risa, if you are familiar with them, Washington ISD, specifically as it relates to their justice systems as well. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, welcome, welcome. Any questions or comments from Commissioner Wilson?
Thank you. Thank you, Chair Garza. Through our system of jurisprudence, I think we're all aware of the fact that restorative justice can play a key role in aligning victor-offender mediation. So with that being said, the offenders in this case, when we engage in restorative justice, how successful are we being? Because I know this is oftentimes the magistrate sometimes will sort of demand it, and then other times maybe not so much. So where are we at with the restorative justice process within your domain?
We spend a lot of time really educating people about what restorative justice really is, right? We have people who have an implicit idea of what restorative justice is, but them actualizing it is something completely different. Restorative justice is really about returning the conflict to who it belongs to. It belongs to the offender and the person who has been harmed. And what we often find in those cases is the offender, before he or she became an offender, was a victim first, right? And so the conferences give them an opportunity to take accountability for their behavior. And there's a whole process and science behind how restorative justice conferences should actually work. But when they are done correctly, then what you have are offenders who take accountability for their actions. And oftentimes what you don't have is a repeat offense of what has been done in the past.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. That was actually leading into my next question about the rate of recidivism. I guess I sort of studied in Wayne State. My undergraduate was actually in dispute resolution and Masters of Arts in dispute resolution. So we focus exclusively on victim offender mediation. So to that point, what is the because we know that when the plaintiff and the defendant get in a room together, they craft an agreement, and oftentimes, if I'm a part of making an agreement, I'm not going to violate it. Versus a magistrate slamming the gavel down and says, "You're going to do this, you're going to do that." So, having said that, is there a statistical percentage that recidivism, is it above 90% now? Is it 95? Is it 88? What is the percentage?
Well, what I can tell you is that we do a lot of this work in school systems as well.
Okay.
And as far as that is concerned, what you have, let me give you the exact number for our organization. We have over 93% rate in terms of people who
Great.
do not go back
Great.
and reoffend. That being said, let me just say that the work is not the conference. That's not where the work is. The work is what happens before the conference. And I tell people oftentimes, people don't do conferences because they're running to accept accountability for what they did. They do conferences because they learn to trust the facilitator, right? And so whoever facilitates those processes matters. And in the process of building and developing those relationships, yes, that's where all the work is done. We come to the conference to set the right conditions for brave conversations to take place, which actually helps with the agreement process, right? So much of that work is actually done before we even get to the conference. And that's what helps people to not really go back and reoffend, right? Understanding the other, being able to tell their story, showing up, and hearing from the other, like all of those pieces matters. And you are absolutely right. A gavel being thrown down, a suspension being announced is not what changes behavior. It's something as simple as communication
Yes.
that does that.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes.
Appreciate your response. All right. Thank you,
All right.
Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any additional commissioner questions? Commissioner Peterson Mayberry.
No question, just to comment, I appreciate the ability to look for subject matter experts to bring to the table. You know, oftentimes people volunteer to sit in these spaces because they may just have a passion for what they do, but to have that passion and to have the subject matter experts, the experience that comes along with this, I can appreciate that. So thank you, Mr. Thomas. And to the two of you, I say it's great to meet you and see you.
And to add to that, if I may, we have at least one more position being filled. Hopefully I will be before you next month. It's the workforce development piece. And again, I have been strategically trying to recruit people with the wherewithal, because we've had issues in the past with getting quorums, and people just so we're going to do better. So I'm excited.
Yes. Commissioner Clementi.
Just on that, I noticed that these are 4-year terms. Is there, I didn't look through all of the people, but is there like a good
Staggering.
yeah, thank you. You know that.
Yeah, it is a good staggering, because actually we just someone's their term expired and they said they didn't want to serve anymore. Which opened up a spot.
Right, okay.
And then we had some extra spots that we never filled. So if
Okay.
we get it a full board, it will stagger appropriately, so we can always have a
Oh,
quorum
there's a quorum.
and
Okay.
can keep operating efficiently.
Very good. And the two of you, thank you so much for accepting, well, when we approve this, doing this work, because it's very important. So
And
thank
I
you.
also probably want to thank them, because I just called them yesterday and was trying to beg them to be here. And they and they made it.
I'm so glad we brought you to the table.
Excellent. Thank you, commissioners. I just wanted to mention, I'm the chair of the Community Corrections Advisory Board, so I want to welcome both of you. Of course, it's contingent upon full commission approval, but I appreciate your willingness to serve. And if anyone's interested, we actually have a meeting of the Community Corrections Advisory Board today in this room at 3:00. So I just welcome both of you and thank you for your serving on this board. We appreciate it. Any additional questions or comments from commissioners? All right. We have a motion by Commissioner Peterson Mayberry, supported by Commissioner Wilson, for approval of items 3 and 4. Please vote on your tablets.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Right, next item, please.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Not aware of any. Next item.
G, public comments.
All right, we're at the public comments portion of our meeting. If there's anyone on Zoom who would like to make public comment to the committee today, please unmute and do so at this time. Any emails received?
No emails were received.
Great. If there's anyone in the chamber today who would like to make public comment to the committee, please come up to the table and do so at this time. Going once, twice. Public comments are now closed. Next item, please.
Adjournment.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Clementi, supported by Commissioner